Welcome back to Tales from the Long Box. Today I want to talk about an event that took place in Amazing Spider-Man issues number 430 and 431. This is where Carnage symbiote takes over the Silver Surfer. In these issues, we get a glimpse of the Ravencroft Institute, where a man named Mr. Pogue is speaking to the security guards about how much money is being wasted on one particular inmate. Despite warnings from everyone around him, Mr. Pogue decides to deactivate the protective microwave net surrounding the cell, insisting that the inmate, Cletus Cassidy, won't even notice. As you can probably guess, he couldn't have been more wrong. Cassidy, of course, notices right away. He immediately breaks out of his cell, violently killing the guards stationed outside and anyone else unfortunate enough to cross his path. As Carnage, he begins his hunt for revenge, specifically for Spider-Man. His first stop, Daily Bugle, where he attacks a woman in the elevator as a way to send a message to Spidey. Carnage is free, and he's coming for him. Spider-Man swings through the city and soon encounters Carnage, who's in the middle of attacking a man for stealing a handicapped parking spot. Just as the situation looks dire, Spider-Man swoops in to save the guy, and a fight ensues between Spidey and Carnage. Carnage quickly gains the upper hand, but then from high above New York, the Silver Surfer senses Spider-Man's struggle and flies down to help. In an instant, he disintegrates a stop sign that Carnage was about to use as a weapon against Spider-Man. The moment the Carnage symbiote sees the Silver Surfer, it begins to panic. It abandons its host, Cletus Cassidy, fleeing into a nearby sewer grate. The Surfer, now hovering over Spider-Man, asks what's going on. When Spider-Man mentions the word symbiote, the Silver Surfer reveals that he's familiar with them, having encountered them long ago in a galaxy far, far away. An obvious nod to Star Wars. Not wasting any time, the Silver Surfer uses his matter manipulation powers to melt through the street, creating a hole that allows him to descend into the sewers. After tracking the symbiote, he quickly repairs the hole, leaving no trace of his actions. Meanwhile, a delirious and crazed Cletus Cassidy tells Spider-Man that the symbiote abandoned him because it fears what the Silver Surfer did to its kind in the past. The symbiote now seeks revenge. Just as the Surfer catches up to the fleeing symbiote, it latches onto him, taking control of the Silver Surfer's body. It's a powerful and terrifying moment. Carnage, already a major threat for Spider-Man, now has the full might of the Silver Surfer at his disposal. This sets up a chilling cliffhanger at the end of issue number 430. In the next issue, the newly transformed Cosmic Carnage attacks Spider-Man with blasts of cosmic energy. Spider-Man narrowly dodges, but the Silver Surfer, struggling to regain control of his body, crashes through a building as he tries to get away from the battle so that he won't hurt Spider-Man. Spidey then works quickly to save civilians from the debris before the Surfer escapes. He then rushes Cletus Cassidy to the hospital, where he's restrained. However, a few police officers try to arrest Spider-Man, forcing him to make a quick escape himself. We then see Cosmic Carnage flying through space. The Surfer, still under the symbiote's control, is forced to relive painful memories from his past, including a time he encountered a planet overtaken by symbiotes. Instead of showing compassion, he called on his former master Galactus to destroy the planet, resulting in its complete annihilation. Back on Earth, it is revealed that Cletus Cassidy has stomach cancer, and the symbiote was keeping him alive. Spider-Man considers the possibility that if the symbiote doesn't reunite with Cassidy, Cletus will die, but he pushes that thought aside for now, focusing instead on finding a way to separate the symbiote from the Silver Surfer. The Surfer, still under the symbiote's control, is subjected to all the pain and abuse that Cletus Cassidy experienced, events that contributed to his transformation into the villainous Carnage. In a battle of wills, the Silver Surfer taps into his empathy and compassion, finally regaining control of his body. Now back in possession of his mind, the Silver Surfer heads towards Cletus Cassidy's hospital room. Spider-Man intercepts him, knocking the Carnage-possessed Surfer onto a roof. The Surfer continues to try and reach Cassidy, but Spider-Man won't let him pass. This leads to a brief fight between the two, but the Surfer is not fighting back. Eventually, Silver Surfer convinces Spider-Man to look into his heart and make the right decision. Though it is difficult, Spider-Man allows the Surfer and the symbiote to reunite with Cletus Cassidy. Just as Carnage prepares to attack, Silver Surfer encases him in an unbreakable shell of energy, keeping him alive but unable to move. In this state, Carnage is forced to reflect on all the evil he's committed throughout his life. I really enjoyed these two issues. The dynamic between Spider-Man and the Silver Surfer was fascinating, and seeing Peter wrestle with the moral dilemma made a lot of sense to me. After all, Carnage is pure evil, and some heroes might not have a problem letting him die. But that's not Spider-Man. He always tries to do what's right, even when it's hard. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment or subscribe. I'm still a small channel, so every bit of support helps. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one.